Hello, guys. So, this is really strange. Today, I got an M-Pesa, transaction, and it says, "Dear customer, you do not have sufficient funds in your M-Pesa account to pay 3,289 to that account." And I had 1,808 as my balance. Thank God for that. And I do not know what that account is. So let me Google and see if I can get to know which bank this account is from. And we'll start from there because I don't really know what's going on. So I don't know what bank account or from what bank this is from. I wish I knew, but I don't. So let's try to give a call to Safaricom and see what will happen, because this is not the first time this is happening to me. It has become so rampant. It happened to me last year, January.
Welcome to Safaricom Customer Care. Safaricom is for you.
Let's see if they'll
Dear
pick.
customers, we're currently experiencing a technical challenge and our customer care representatives may not be able to resolve your issue immediately. We're working to resolve the problem. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. To enroll your voice, press 1. To continue to main menu, press 2. For M-Pesa reversal and other M-Pesa services, press 1. To report fraud numbers, get PUK, SIM replacement, and other queries with your line, press 2. For Hustler Fund, Fuliza, and other loan services, press 3. For charged SMS and billing queries, press 4. For Safaricom promotions and other offers, press 5. To report fraud numbers, press 1. To get PUK to unblock your line, press 2. To replace your SIM card, press 3. To block lost ID or SIM card, press 4. For SIM registration verification, press 5. To change your language, press 7. Dear customer, to report fraud numbers, please forward the fraud number to 333 via SMS. Remember, don't disclose your M-Pesa PIN or any personal information to anyone. Thank you. To end this call, press 1. To continue to speak to an agent, press 2. Please wait on the line as your call is transferred to the next available agent. The call may be recorded for quality purposes. Dear customer, we value your feedback. As a result, we may ask you a few questions regarding the quality of service we offered at the end of your call. Thank you.
Jumbo, my name is Ramadan. Thank you for contacting Safaricom.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm also fine.
My name.
Yes, I do.
I have a question, or yeah, I have a question. Yeah.
Yes.
I have received a message
Yes.
from Safaricom via M-Pesa that I tried to pay 3,289
Yes.
to an account that I am not familiar with. But
Okay.
fortunately for me, the amount that whoever the person was trying to transact,
Yes.
I had less than that, so it was insufficient. So they didn't transact that.
Oh, it failed because of insufficient funds.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm worried. I'm worried because yeah.
It's okay. We can check the account review and then we see whether there's anything alarming or not.
Okay, please do.
Where we need clarification and be able to help them.
Okay.
So before I do that, I'll request that you kindly provide me your names and ID to verify that I'm speaking to you as well. 02.
Yes.
Let's have a look. Are you using a smartphone?
Yes, I am.
Have you, by any chance, ever linked your M-Pesa Visa card to any platform online?
Yeah, I have done that to iCloud,
That
iTunes.
would be it.
No, they don't charge that much.
That's where the issue is coming. The issue is about whether you stopped the problem in the first hand. Why am I saying that? Because whenever it's the same way, the way you've linked like the iCloud and the way you've linked your Visa to that platform. If you maybe by any chance have stopped using the service, you're supposed to delink your Visa card from the platform. In most cases, most customers forget that part.
Okay.
And that is the key or rather the root cause of the problem. Because as long as maybe at some point, most of the resolution that we suspend the Visa card on the M-Pesa app, most of them use that option.
Okay.
But when they resume the service, maybe remember on the other side you had not delinked. So what is going to happen? The system will just synchronize, and then automatically it finds that your payment method is active, just expect the money. So it's going to only fail where you have insufficient. So lucky enough in this scenario, that is what has occurred.
From which parts?
The best solution to address your problem is to access your those sites that you have where you have linked your Visa card. Try and go to the payment method option and you delink it.
Now I just have a question. Yeah, you've said that could be the problem, but from which parts? Because in iCloud I pay 300, iTunes I also pay 300. This is 3,000, and right now anything that needs to be paid, I start paying them from 5th of next month. So if by any chance that was to happen, I was expecting it to be next month from 5th to and end on 7th.
Okay.
So this transaction that it's not even say that I try to pay, because every time that maybe it is like that, they send me a notification and none of that has happened. This is like, I'm trying to pay, like, I don't get it. Can you please explain it to me? Because let me see. Yesterday,
on the payment part, I will lie to you. I cannot explain why the amount is exactly what you're telling me. I don't want to give you something that is unverified. Remember, it's the same thing. Like for example, we will not know if you are buying something from a supermarket. We will not know how much you're going to send for. Yeah, so that will be solely on your side, because that is information I cannot be able to substantiate on my end. You can only see was the transaction successful or was it a failed transaction. That's what I'm able to see on my side. Anything more, I can't even justify.
Okay.
So what I want you to do, from your statement on the card, I can only pinpoint it's in order of how I see events is I see apple.com, deal.com. That's the merchant name.
That was yesterday.
And then before that is also the Prime Video Panam. Just that is how it's captured. Then before that, I also see Netflix. We only have those three types of merchants where your Visa card has been linked to.
Exactly.
What I can only provide.
And that is the only places that there should be transaction. And if it's transaction is happening, it's not going to be more than 2,000. It's always going to be 1,000 going backward. So this 3,000 siget inaenda wapi, ama mtu or my nini is compromised, my M-Pesa is compromised.
Interestingly, it's apple.com. The amount there, the merchant who was to receive the amount is, or rather the trigger of the transaction is Apple. So maybe why the trigger of 3,289.90, what was that payment for, so that you can elaborate further? Maybe against your subscription that you have subscribed to. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Yes, I think that's how I can advise you. Anything more in terms of mitigating the issue, I would only advise that maybe you delink. You can always, if it's not a hard hassle for you, you can always link. Let's say if you have subscribed for this month's subscription, you can delink.
Okay.
And then next month, let it be manual. In other words, let it be manual, so that you only subscribe where you in. I don't know whether you're okay with that, but it could be a temporary solution.
Yeah, that will be fine. Okay, let me check with them. Let me try if I can get their customer care, so that I can know if maybe they are the ones, because that was scary. Because last year, something of that sort happened to me, and they took like 60K.
Yes.
So that's why I've raised concern again.
Maybe it's an issue of you being overcharged. I don't know, or something.
Man, 60K one overcharged. That's a deal.
Yeah, the system, man. The systems are.
No, that was an account in Kenya.
Never 100%.
That was a company in Kenya. That was like an account in Kenya. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you very much. Let me look into that.
Yes.
Then I see what's next to do. But before I do that, let me delink it right now.
No worries.
Okay.
Never.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Please take a moment to answer questions.
So I made a call, and they're trying to tell me that it is my subscription of Apple, and that's not true, because Apple took their payment yesterday, and I have no any other subscription, and they're trying to tell me that it's my Visa, my Global Pay. Now, this is what happens when I use Global Pay, or when they try to transact via Global Pay. This is not Global Pay. This is just someone trying to get into my account. What always happens is when a transaction is made via Global Pay and it has failed, I always get messages like, I always get a message of like, dear customer, we have noticed an attempt to complete a repeat payment from so and so. To complete these payments, enable repeat payments, like that one. Or we have noticed, like, I don't do a repeat, so I have to manually pay myself. And if by any chance an attempt is failed, they will tell they noticed an attempt. So that means that I have to pay. They have to send me notification. So if by any chance today you see I have suspended my card, I've suspended my card, and this is how much I use monthly. I pay Netflix, I pay iCloud from 2 gadgets, and then I pay Prime. So with all those payments, I always end up using 2,500. You get? Now I have like this one, I've suspended it, and as you can see, all these payments that are happening here, like you see, if a transaction is not or has not occurred and they try to, I'll get a notification like this one: dear customer, we have noticed an attempt. There was not a notification like that, and they're trying to tell me that it's my global pay because I think that's the best thing that they can come up with. And this was a notification from yesterday. I don't delete my messages, thank God. So this is from yesterday at 8:13 when I paid for 50 GB from Apple. And then they told me I always put my monthly limit. They sent me that. And then you can see this is right now at 14:15. And this M-Pesa message was at 13:48, and this message from Global Pay is at 14:15. So it means that they're trying to deflect. I don't know which company is trying to do that. I don't know, because I'm trying to look at anything that I've subscribed with of late. I don't have any. I totally don't have any that would even take that much. And if that was to happen, it would have happened through Global Pay. And Global Pay would have notified me that someone somewhere, or a company somewhere that I subscribed to, has attempted and failed. And since I didn't give that payment, direct payment, it doesn't occur, so I don't really get. And this is what happened to me last year in March. And they told me the same bullshit, that I overpaid, and I had to call Apple, I had to call Netflix. Like, I used quite a lot of money in credits to call international staff for me to get clearance of what's going on in my card, because apparently Equity refused that I cannot do, like, that subsequent payment. So is it subsequent or that payment, that repeat payment? I don't know what really happened with my card, and thank God something happened with that card. So this is where we are at with M-Pesa right now. They just steal from you. And I just thank God that I didn't have that amount of money, because saizi ningekuwa najiuliza, I would have been looking like so I don't know whether it's a local account or international account. I really don't know, but I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure that I haven't subscribed to anything else. I've only subscribed to Prime, that is Amazon, and I've subscribed to Netflix, and I've subscribed to iTunes, and I've subscribed to iClouds. And a total of that is 2,500, depending on the package of iCloud that I'm using. iTunes is always 3,000 for an individual. When you're sharing with family, it goes up. And I'm using for an individual, which is like 329 or maybe 49 if I'm not wrong, plus Netflix, which is 1,100, plus Prime, that is 590, 560. I don't really know. That is where we are at right now. So I don't think with all that calculation, nafikara 2,500. I exceeded it because I bought a game that I had to get. That is the only thing I did, and it took like, let me see, it took 300, and it's not like the in purchase kind of things. I didn't do an in purchase or anything of that sort. I don't subscribe to in purchase or of anything at all. So I don't really, I don't get. And what type of in purchase? If we are to make an in purchase, these are the only games that I have, which only one has an in purchase. The rest, the only one that has an in purchase is Love and Pies. You get that one? It is Love and Pies. And Love and Pies, I play the free mode. I don't buy in any game. I play the free mode. The only games that I had to get were Sparkle 2. This one that was recommended to me, and I didn't even buy it. It's my husband who bought it for me. And then we have Cubistry. This one over here. I didn't even have to buy it, and that happened like 2 weeks ago. So I don't get what's going on with Safaricom, with M-Pesa. And the fact that they're trying to like tell me, I don't know if that is gaslighting or they just don't really know what's going on, or they know but they don't really want to. It's creepy. It's really creepy. And that is also how last year I paid electricity to someone whom I don't know, just like that. That is how I paid electricity to whom I don't know, which KPLC has not even refunded me that money till date. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating if every time you are trying to, it does not. And oh, don't buy this phone. It's trash. It's expensive for nothing. And I also don't believe that it's an international pay or international, if it's international payments, because yesterday I paid for Apple and here's the transaction, okay? Here's the transaction. And if by any chance that was to happen, here's the transaction. If by any chance a transaction was to happen, it would have been registered. That is not registered. Whether it's attempted or failed, it would have registered. It did not register whatsoever. And if by any chance also that is to happen, let's say they're saying it's Apple and they're trying to tell me that Apple is overcharging me. They can't even tell me that it's Netflix that is overcharging me or Prime is overcharging me. That's trying to tell me that Apple is overcharging me. Now, let's get into this because Safaricom M-Pesa wamenizoea sana. Wamenizoea sana. So, let me go to my email and see. So, I have Apple invoice here. Your subscription confirmed. Yeah, but before that, there was a time that I was late with paying, and they used to send me like kuna vitu sielewi. I know I'm daft in these kind of places, but they always send me billing problem. If you can see, this is all Apple, you can see they always send me billing problem. And this is the latest that they sent me, and it is today. It is today at 3:27, like that was midnight. So if they're trying to tell me that Apple is kind of scamming me or that sort, they would have sent me a billing problem because I didn't have sufficient funds to pay it out. I don't know how Safaricom just think people are daft and they leave it at that. Monopoly is really, really up their ass. And by the way, today is surprising. But I always have that one number, hawajawaishika, it rings the whole day. But this one is like kind of an old number, like ni number ya wase wa kitambo. So they pick it real fast. But if you are having 07, 40, 50, 60, they won't pick that up. So this one ni ya kitambo. Ni ya kitambo sana. The errors of the 07, 20 something, the Apple. But seriously, seriously. If the like, I always have billing problems. So like you see, Apple billing problem. Here, Apple billing problem. iCloud billing problem. I don't get it. I'm trying really to get it. And this is bothering me. It is really bothering me because last year Nilibi was 60K. Just like that. With an accounting, it's untraceable. I tried to trace it Sikuipata. The next time I tried to pay for something, I don't know, it just went straight. Kulipia mtuse mwingine bills. And I was not even using the app to begin with. I was using the manual to Mizoya. Evo, that is how it went. KPLC have never refunded me that money. It was 1,000. Someone might say Mpesa kidogo, but it's still hurting because that was part of a bill that I was supposed to pay, and now I had to add. My bill is always fixed. Your pesa yenye imebaki is for something else. So if they try to like do that, kuna venye nime inconvenience something else. I don't want to cry because it's Aiba, but right now I feel like I'm not going to put any money in M-Pesa for whatever reason. I'm going to be putting it naenda by the nataka kutoka sahi sijui ni saa ngapi. I need to go out and make sure that I go and get myself a reliable bank, which I still don't know. I'm still looking at the reviews because I've had a shitty time with the Equity, shitty time with Cooperative, and shitty time with the KCB. KCB wananileteanga card hata bila PIN. How am I even supposed to get access to that? Wananiletea cards bila PIN. So how am I even supposed to deal with that? And this is really scary because nilikuwa nasikiza my stories and I'm like, shit. I thought I was alone. Naenda kwa app here, I'm like, I'm going to their reviews. I'm like, people are pissed off with these guys and they don't really care. Imagine hata hawajali. There's one who told me like, you won't even be the first person kutoka Safaricom. Like, the hell, uko sawa? So I'm not going to call Apple because this is not their transaction. I don't know where the transaction is coming from. I'm still trying to look at the code of these banks that we have in Kenya. I've already found 6 of them and their codes, and they're not matching. So I'm trying to see. So I'll update you guys. Because this is shitty. And from today, I am not banking with M-Pesa for whatever reason. You guys want to tell me that every year I'll be losing money. Every year I'll be losing money to an unknown sources. It's not happening. I'm done with putting money in M-Pesa for whatever reason that is. Mkipenda mfunge account yenu. It's really messed up.